Welcome back to Scorpion and Dragon M.P.T. This is your host, Piscean Lore, and today we talking about Black Panther. Just got back from the movies and seeing it. Oh man, I got a lot of mixed feelings about Black Panther. A lot of mixed emotions. I will start off by saying, if you are, how should I put this? I feel like everybody in the theater tonight was like extremely touched or just like really missing Chadwick Boseman. You know what I mean? It was the whole film essentially is a tribute to Chadwick Boseman and the character T'Challa, the Black Panther. So that being said, I feel like I spent a lot of the movie kind of like a half whimper. You know what I mean? Like the movie starts out, punch you right in the gut, and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like the movie start out like, oh, you like, oh, you get the, you know what I'm saying? So it starts you off on that footing to draw out, you know, invoke that emotion. The story I felt was I'll be honest. When I came out the movie, I felt like the story was forced. I felt like it was forced. Not that it wasn't good. I enjoyed it, and I intend on seeing it again. That says a lot. But I do feel like the inclusion of, first of all, if you don't know who this individual is, you see the Wakanda Forever. That's the new Black Panther. The individual to the right, my right here, is Prince Namor, the Submariner. And that's where like the bulk of my issues with the film is. That's really the bulk. That's like, if man, it's so much wrong. Excuse me, with how and why they included this character. And I'm so disappointed that he didn't get his own film, right? Prince Namor doesn't get his own movie. He's like a villain on the Black Panthers sequel. Very disappointing to me. Not that him being seen as a villain is disappointing, but the reasoning behind it. You know what I mean? I'm not happy with that. The Submariner that I'm familiar with from my childhood, and you know, even though I don't read current Submariner comics, so I don't know where the story is today. I'll be honest with you. But the cartoons that I grew up watching, the comics that I had growing up, Submariner was the Prince of Atlantis, half human, half Atlantean. He, you know, it's strong as the Thing. It could fly super fast and can breathe underwater, of course. You know what I mean? He's the Prince of Atlantis. Atuma is a rival who constantly tries to acquire control of Atlantis from Prince Namor. And Prince Namor is so regal. He's so regal. He's so royal. The way he carries himself is like he's a prince. He demands respect. He commands half of the known world. You know what I mean? So he walks and talks that way. In the movie, they made him Aztec or Mayan, or you know what I mean, like that. And as creative as that is, I'm not very appreciative of it. Like I said, he's the Prince of Atlantis, and there is no Atlantis in this. It's like MCU created world that is not even as eye-catching. I mean, it's a lot going on. I'll give it that. It's a lot going on, but it's not very. the best underwater world I've seen on cinema to date is probably episode one, the Phantom Menace. You know what I mean? And that's not. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really get the kingdom aspect from Aquaman. Let's just say that. And I'm a DC fan. I wouldn't even consider myself a DC fan over a Marvel fan, but I didn't get that kingdom aspect that they did more with that in Wakanda Forever for sure. And it looked. I'm assuming we're going to get what we should have got here. We're going to get in the new Avatar: Way of the Water. I'm so sick of seeing that trailer, but it looks like a pretty good movie, so I might go see that. But anyway, Wakanda Forever, like I said, is a great tribute to Chadwick Boseman, but it does carry the story. So, first of all, we got dynamic performances. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I record this. Give me 1 second. So I just watched a review from a YouTuber on the channel Dead Metal Media, and the video is like 8 minutes long. It has like 11,000 views, and he spends and like it's like on the title card it says garbage, right? And I'm listening to him because I'm open to hear another person's opinion if it conflicts with mine. And like I said, I'm not totally in love with this movie, so I'm interested to hear his critique on it. But he proceeds to tear down the actors' performances, the CGI, the story itself, and it's like he finds nothing enjoyable about it. It's the worst thing in the MCU, he says. And it's like, I don't know if this dude's racist, misogynist, or what is really going on. Maybe he's just a dick writer, but claiming Tom Cruise to be the best actor of our time. That's highly debatable. But I think it's Tom Hanks myself. But anyway, yeah. So he spends like the entire video tearing down the movie, and I don't agree with that at all. The actress who plays Shuri, T'Challa's sister, amazing performance from her. I feel like her attitude is a genuine reflection of today's youth. How through their own way of forward thinking and with the knowledge that they have at their disposal, they have a unconscious disrespect for what came before them, for how they got here, for what will see them through. And she reflected that so authentically that it bothered me. And good job on her. She did. That's exactly how I was supposed to feel, right? I was supposed to feel as if she wasn't appreciative of what her mother was trying to explain to her, and what she was trying to teach her as far as how to deal with her pain of loss. She did an amazing job. T'Challa's girlfriend, Nakia, her name is Lupita, I believe. In real life, the actress named Lupita. I can't get enough of this woman. She is so phenomenal in every scene I've ever seen her in. It's unbelievable. She is so good. She is so good at emoting, at expressing emotion. She is so good at deliverance and selling. She sells it. She sells it so wonderfully. I can't speak enough about the character Nakia's, her performance in this movie. The general, oh my God, the general was so bad. Man, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So the movie is good, bro. It's good. The movie is good. I swear to you. Angela Bassett, man, I was sitting in the theater and I was thinking to myself, why, when we talking about who the greatest actresses of all time are, is Angela Bassett's name never mentioned? You'll get Meryl Streep, you'll get Meg Ryan, you'll get almost any, you'll almost get Cher in there, right? But you'll never hear Angela Bassett, and I wonder why that is. Because she's given us some of the most dynamic performances in cinematic history. This included. This included, no doubt. In fact, the entire supporting cast did an amazing job. Like I said, I can't speak highly enough about this movie. If I had to give it a score, and this might confuse you because you think it'd be higher, but I'm gonna say 7 out of 10, and I wish I could take more, but I enjoyed it so much. And I say I wish I could take more because of how they treated the character of Namor. If I'm not happy with anything at all, it's the treatment of the character of Namor. I spent the entire movie shaking my head. That's not it. That's not it. That's not him. Well, and they got certain things. They got certain things right. They got certain things. They got little tidbits like, yeah, we know who he is, but this is what we gave you type. You know what I mean? I don't really like that a whole lot. I don't like that. Give me the character that he draw, like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby did it. Give me the Jack Kirby. And I haven't got the Jack Kirby out of any of these Marvel movies, to be honest with you. I mean, the first Iron Man was probably the closest to the Jack Kirby, Stan Lee, MC, Marvel comic characters that we've seen or going to see, really. But I kind of want to talk about more of the actual events in the movie. So I suggest you check out Submariner. I suggest you check out Wakanda Forever. Check it out, man. It's worth the price of admission, no doubt about it. Long live Chadwick Boseman. Long live the Black Panther. Wakanda Forever, man. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. It's where it's at. But I'm about to jump into some spoilers, so if you don't want to hear that, I suggest you leave now. If you want to stay for the spoilers, so Wakanda Forever starts out with the funeral of the Black Panther. He dies of an unknown illness, according to the movie, and we see Shuri trying to replicate the heart-shaped herb that was destroyed during the reign of Killmonger. Unable to do this, T'Challa dies, and for a year, I think in the movie, they go without the Black Panther at all. There is no Black Panther. Wakanda stands alone as far as protection goes. And during the course, Shuri's invented new ways of defense, and her mother is trying to console her, trying to get her to grieve with her, and teach her how to grieve and teach her it's okay to grieve. It's what it means to become a great person, let alone a leader. In the process of this, we are interrupted by. He never even refers to himself as a Submariner, man. Look, hold on. Take that out. This is who I know. I'm tired of even looking at my man, for real. And he did a good job, man. I didn't even say that in the earlier parts. My man did a good job. I mean, he was super authentic in what he was portraying. He did exactly what they asked him to do, and I'm not mad at him at all. He did an amazing job. In fact, he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he was talking about the process, how he became Namor and everything, and didn't know how to swim. Who? Can we work on casting at Disney? We need to work on casting, man. My man don't know how to swim. You didn't ask for one piece of evidence that he could fucking even swim. Why didn't you make Michael Phelps Namor? That would have been amazing. Talking about putting asses in seats. Anyway, that's the real Prince Namor. He Diesel. You see what I'm saying? You see his trident, man? And he wear drawers. All he wears is drawers. And when he go into battle, when he go into battle, he yells Imperious Rex. I have no idea what it means, but it sounds badass. And they gave it to us a little bit in the fights. Okay, so rewind. We interrupted by Submariner, named Namor, as he refers to himself. He says since people call him Kuliakan. If you know a little bit about like mythology, you might be familiar with the Mayan or Aztec god Kuliakan, but Namor is not fucking Kuliakan. Namor is not Kuliakan. anyway, interested by Namor, he's like, yo, I don't know why y'all, I don't know why I let the world know that y'all a nation with vibranium and like he covered in like this vibranium and gold jewelry and you see this dude? He not wearing no jewels. He got braces on and drawers, man. He not draped in jewelry, man. He don't care about vibranium. I promise you. I promise you. The Submariner cares zero for vibranium. Anyway, so he's like, yo, because y'all exposed y'all vibranium, the world is looking for vibranium in my ocean. and I'm tasking y'all with the responsibility of delivering the person who brought the vibranium miner, who built the vibranium miner. Turns out to be this MIT college chick who turns out to be Ironheart, which is pretty dope. I gotta admit. And I was really excited when I like first got the glimpse of her suit while in the movie. But the more I looked at it, it looked so Ninjago or something. You know what I'm saying? It looked generic. It looked generic. It looked like a generic superhero toy you would get from like Big Lots or like in the Happy Meal or something. It didn't look like dope like the Mark 2 and 3 and 4 suits did. It didn't look dope like that. And the comics look better for the Iron. And I was hoping for something super dope because she in Wakanda. She get to work with vibranium and get to make the ultimate Iron Man. What was it? He tasked them with finding the girl who built the machine, and it turns out to be Ironheart who built it out of like trash. So as they're like trying to abscond with her, basically, Princess Shuri and the general. I can't remember the general's name, but damn, she's badass. Her fight scene with Atuma. So as they're absconding with her, they're attacked by the Atlanteans. Oh, man. They're absconded by the Atlanteans, man, and I'm calling them Atlanteans because that's what they're supposed to be. They're absconded by, and they get into a big fight on the bridge. In the end, Shuri's abducted along with Ironheart. I keep calling her Ironheart because I can't retain her name. It's like Edie or something like that. Ironheart. But they abscond with Ironheart. And, they go through this whole exploring Atlantis and the explanation of why he has to destroy the world. And if Wakanda get in the way, they'll be the first to die. And he ended up killing the queen. And now she want revenge. And now she want to be like Killmonger because she want revenge. And oh, man. So, listen, like I said, the performances were amazing, man. The performances were amazing. But the story, man, it's like, why y'all do Namor like that? You didn't have to do Namor like that. You didn't have to do it. God damn it. Shit. Shit, man. Shit, man. You didn't have to do Namor like that, man. Anyway, they get into a fight. Black Panther, it comes to like Total War and shit, Wakanda versus Atlantis. They don't even call it Atlantis, man. They call it like Talcan or something. Talcana or something. I don't know, man. Something like Aztec shit, man. It's like, man, they don't even believe it. I don't even believe in Atlantis in the MCU. The MCU don't believe in Atlantis, man. Ah, God damn, man. How y'all got Zeus and Thor and Hercules? No Poseidon? No Atlantis? The sea people that's supposed to be Atlanteans are like the Aztecs or I keep calling them Aztecs. I think they actually like Yucatan Mayans. I don't know, man. They supposed to like they found some some vibranium enriched seaweed. They found some vibranium enriched seaweed and ate it or drank it or whatever, turned blue, and they only blue when they're out of the water. When they're in the water, I guess the makeup wouldn't stick, so they're like flesh tone. But but yeah, so they they drink the vibranium enriched seaweed and they grow gills, and he was the firstborn. He was the firstborn of the sea dwelling Mayans, which makes him like automatic king somehow. I don't even think his mom was like the chieftain's daughter or nothing like that. She was just pregnant and didn't want to drink it, and they tricked her. It was like, your baby's sick, so you got to drink this so he can get better. And they all woke up blue and fiending for the water, and she had him under the water, and he had wings on his feet and ears that pointed towards the heavens. Like I said, man, the actor who played Namor actually did a really good job with it. He authenticated it beautifully for this storyline. I'm just not happy with the storyline of Prince Namor. This is not how it works for him, man. He's the Prince of Atlantis. His mom was the queen of Atlantis. His dad was a seafarer who went overboard, and she rescued him, fell in love with him, and they had him together. He left because he can't live underwater, right? And she ended up giving birth to Namor. I believe his mom was assassinated, if I'm not mistaken, but they don't in the cartoons they don't really get into that. But yeah, man, I know I seem really disappointed. I seem disappointed, and that's only because I've always loved Prince Namor. I've always loved the Submariner. I've always loved him more. And like I said earlier, I'm actually more of a DC fan than Marvel. But when it comes to like who I like more between Aquaman and Submariner, hands down, it's the Submariner. It's not even fucking close to me. It's not even close. Even though in the Marvel mashup, Aquaman won. He crushed him with a big fucking like sperm whale or some shit and like knocked him out. But I still like Submariner better, even though, the writers decided that Aquaman was stronger. I don't give a shit about that. Submariner's my guy. I just don't like how they did him in this movie. But other than that, man, like I said, it was really good. I enjoyed it. It's a beautiful teaser at the post-credit scene, so stick around for that. And then when I got home, I never stick around for like the post-credit scene, but I looked at it when I got home, and I'm kind of excited about that, because Fantastic Four coming back, baby. I'm looking for another Fantastic Four. I need a good Fantastic Four. I need a good one, so fingers crossed for that. But man, that's all I got for you, man. Wakanda Forever. Check it out. I loved it. I liked it a lot. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I love Chadwick Boseman. I love Black Panther. So, boom. Other than that, man, I'm your host, Piscean Lore, and this is Scorpion Dragon M.P.T, and I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Drop me a like. Check out the other videos. Subscribe. I'm your man. Y'all my fam. And I'm glad y'all here, man. I'm glad to be here, man. So, check me out next time. All right. One.